Boy. Hello there, everyone. We are back. We are live. Welcome to the stream. I'm your host, NibletK, and today we have Behind the Streamer, the talk show, the whatever this thing is. First things first, as of usual, what I tend to do is go to the Harris Heller Stream Beats channel and put on some music. Let's see, what kind of albums and singles does he have? Let's put the Alright, let's put the Trouble one. Cool. Let's revise. Today's topic is basically scheduling and taking days off from the stream. Maybe the music is a little bit too loud. Like that? You guys feeling it? Okay? I would say so. Okay, this soundtrack, this album specifically, is too drum and bassy for me. I need something with chill vibes. Yeah, something like this. Hopefully that is good. Okay, let's get straight into the topic. Now, I took a week off. I am not a full streamer. I'm not a full-time streamer, a part-time streamer. I stream on wait, how do I stream? How do I word this correctly, chat? Stream 4 hours a day. So it's not a full streaming schedule. However, my full-time job requires me to have different shifts. When I get to work the early shift, I can partake in a normal streaming schedule, Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, with the Wednesday off for some other purposes. We will be implementing the Thursday back in the normal scheduling, but not quite now. So yeah, when I get to work the late shift, that actually partakes all of the time that I would actually allocate during my stream time. Now, I could also try to stream in the mornings, but that just doesn't work for me, due to the fact that whole life itself is different when you have a different workflow. I don't know. Waking up early to stream is not the same as coming home from work, chillaxing a little bit, and knowing that you don't have to work anymore that day, and you can do your whatever it is that you're doing. Doing it the other way around makes me feel a little bit anxious. You know, I would really have to dial everything down, be on a really tight thing, and after the stream I will know that I would have to go to work, plus the other things that, you know, life happens as well. So yeah, I'd rather take that week like I did just now. We took the week off from streaming, had pretty tiring week actually, work-wise, but at least I know I can sleep in, I can do all the other activities that I have to do regarding family or whatever else there is to do. I can focus on those things during that time. Alright. Bam, boom, boom, bum, bum. New to do. Yeah, I didn't do that much. It is good to take off once in a while. Now, I heard a lot of guys saying they fear taking even a day off sometimes, that they actually fear they would lose out on viewers, or people will not just leave for those days because you're not live, they will also leave for good and not return. Which I think to a certain degree might happen, but people that are regulars will always understand and always know that you will be back for them after the period that you imply that you're going to be away for. That means you can take holidays, you can take vacations, or whatever else that's happening in your life. Your streaming career does not dictate everything around it. It does not dictate your life. You're your own boss. You can do your own schedule how you think and how you think you want it. Now, it might not be the best. There isn't a 100% guaranteed way to do this. Everyone does it differently, and there are a gazillion people on Twitch and on the internet doing the same thing that you're doing, so you're always in a constant competition against everyone else. Yes, there are pros and cons to having a good mindset and having everything, sorted out. What you can focus on when you take off from your actual streaming time. Let me see, can I do this like that? We don't need this one. This? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Taking time off from streaming. We got a certain point. You can lose viewers, sure, but you can focus on side jobs. Basically, the behind the scenes of your channel or of your career, basically. So, in other words, if you actually do that to a certain degree, you will gain more. How should I put this? You will actually gain more viewers by doing this smartly, basically, because the more work you put in on YouTube or Twitter or Instagram or TikTok or whatever, those are things that you can do even when you are not streaming, when you have your days off. Those are things that you can basically just pick up your phone and do specific little content and keep posting it and keeping with the trend, with the whatever it is that you're actually doing, and still reach out to a lot more people by doing that. And by the time you come back actually to the stream, you might lose some of the viewers that you already had, but you have gained far more basic eyes. You have gained more eyes on you through the other content, which will eventually, a majority of them, or a minority, or whatever, a percentage of them will actually drop by the channel, and that will actually help you grow. That's the theory. That is the theory. The practice is all on you. Everything that you guys do is all on you. Ooh, a new Final Fantasy is on the Xbox Game Pass. The Zodiac Wars. Okay, so I've been back this week and I've progressed pretty okay. The awkward feeling of coming back was there for about the first minutes of the first stream, and once I got back into it, everything was super good. I actually felt more refreshed and better off, considering I have done something that is kind of a bad thing to do, going as a variety streamer. It is not really recommended to do the same game or the same game type one after another. I mean, you can do it, which I also am, and there are probably a lot of guys that are doing it, but the chances of getting burnt out by the game are a lot higher than, for instance, playing the first part of a trilogy, like let's say The Witcher. You play The Witcher 1, you don't really want to go into The Witcher 2 and The Witcher 3 one after the other, because you're gonna feel like you're playing the same thing over and over again, even though it's 3 different parts. You might want to switch it up a little bit. That's basically just for you to still feel inspired and energized, basically, to put on a good show, to put on your best way of being online. Because the more you're going to go and you're going to feel drained out, viewers or whoever is going to come and is going to see you really tired and not enjoying the game, or they're going to be like, why the fuck are you even playing this? I want to watch someone who actually enjoys the game that they're playing, and I can have a discussion with him or something like that, right? So yeah, those are kind of the things. Now, if they're shorter games, luckily for me, these are shorter games that I am playing currently, where we're playing the Shadowrun series. Now, I have started the third one, which is Shadowrun Hong Kong. Let's see. Burnout. I actually feel better. I'm just gonna close this. Don't save anything like that. I actually feel better by taking the entire week off. I had time to unwind, to not even think about that much about the game. I kept watching different things. So Valheim is currently big on Twitch. hey, Vikings and stuff like that. Really cool. I would like to play that, but I'm currently on a different mission. So yeah. No one says I can't, no one says I couldn't just drop it, but I'm sticking to a schedule that I have placed upon myself. Yeah, but I felt a little bit already burned out by the fact that I started the third game in the series, which kind of you kind of relive the same thing. There's the huge plot. There you get your team, and then you start doing missions and blah 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 and stuff like that. The story is cool. Luckily, I got the week off, and I came with a fresh new clean slate, clean mindset basically, and the game hooked me up again. It's definitely a lot more interactive. Yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to subline. Is that a word? Underline. That's the word. Yeah, we redid a little bit of the background. I screwed a little bit around with the lighting. That is also a very important thing. So those are the things during the week that I have done behind the scenes. I started recording an unboxing and fell short on it. I would say it's 80% done. I still need to record some B-roll. Started to do that, but then my battery died, so put everything away. Now granted, if I would have been smart, which I am not always, I could have just picked up my phone and shoot some B-roll on my phone and use that. But I have a DSLR, so I actually want to use it to its not maximum capacity, but fullest extent. Right? So plus it keeps everything in the same I don't know how to say it. If you start doing it, it keeps everything the same. It has the same color and clarity and feel. It doesn't feel like two different things mashed up together. Granted, B-roll can be something else entirely, so it doesn't really matter. But I only just thought of it now. Whatever. The point is, I procrastinated after that, put everything aside, and I didn't finish it. I should have, I could have, had time, but I took my time in another direction by procrastinating. Like I said, work was hard. Winter is upon us, so that also takes a little bit of a toll on the whole mood, I would say. You know, when you're really cold, I don't know. I like being in a more normal environment. I don't like too much of a cold. I don't like super hot days. I hate being in the in the state where you constantly sweat and feel like in an oven. No, that is also not something I like. Just like normal weather. It lifts my spirits. And yeah, then there's the whole corona situation, which I bet everyone has its limits, has reached his limits already, as have we, as have I, as has my wife. It's starting to get to that point where we feel a little bit depressed. I am not an outsidey kind of guy. If I have the options to stay inside or go outside, I most of the time choose the option to stay inside and do something on the computer or, I don't know, things like that. But I still like to know that I have the option to go outside and see, I don't know, something. Go shopping or whatever. Yeah, just staying inside and everything. it gets to a point where it feels a little bit, nah, you don't really want to do anything. You just feel like hibernating. This one's empty. This one's not. But yeah, slow steps. Another good thing about having all that time is you get to think and put things in motion right here. Best thing to do is to start putting them on paper, like whatever it is that you have. I mean, look at this. These are normal A4 papers that I had with me at work. And since I had the late shift, usually in the late shift, it's only me and another person. Now I folded this thing up. It's not full, this one's not full, but whenever I had like some thoughts, I would just scribble them on there, right? Just scribble anything that comes to mind that you think is a gold mine. No, but seriously, if you have ideas, put them on paper. You never know when you're actually going to have a really good idea, and you're gonna say, "Nah, that is so brilliant. I so want to do that. I'm so up for that." And then you go about your day, and the next day you're gonna be like, "What did I want to do that was really cool? I think oh man, I forgot what I wanted." And then you sit and think about something, and then you just get distracted and move on, and you forget it. Now the second thing to this whole thing, I mean, look at this one. Here, I got a bunch, okay? I got a bunch done. The only thing that's missing is the I want to say production, not production. The doing, the getting things done, the getting in motion, to start doing shit. That's where I'm lacking a little bit. I always start off. The one good thing that I actually got down is to put all of my ideas down on paper. So that is the first thing that I actually learned, and I'm getting quite comfortable with that. Second thing that I'm starting to get comfortable with is to actually use my phone more often. I have a decent schedule now based on what streaming means to me. The only schedule I still need to refine is the schedule of the behind the scenes things that I need to do. I am missing out on words right now. I'm trying to tell you guys exactly what. There's a specific phrase in my brain that I just cannot get out. It is stuck there. It's hiding behind my inferior lobe or some shit like that. I don't even know. And it doesn't want to come out. The point is, we need to figure out. I had this here. We need to figure out the time to allocate to be productive, to put everything in motion, to start doing. Like if I have 10 minutes a day, in those 10 minutes I need to get shit so locked, so tight, that 10 minutes a day, I'm gonna start picking up my phone and take a photograph or record a small video of something stupid and start getting in the habit of doing some tweets, of posting on Instagram. I downloaded TikTok, and that is a hurdle I never thought I would get into, because I don't like, or I didn't like, or I don't know. It's just, it rubbed me off the wrong way with the whole TikTok. Maybe it's because of the whole content I've seen, which doesn't inspire anything to me. But it's still a platform that's really blown out right now. And I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone. I'm trying to do anything productive that I can that might help me out in any way possible to boost me up, to boost the channel up. That is what we are all trying to do. If you're gonna sit and just make a stupid schedule like, I'm gonna stream between 4 to 8 hours a day every day, and 4 years later, hey, here I am, and I have been doing other content as well. I'm still streaming to an average of 1 to 3 viewers, depending on what kind of time my friends have. Occasionally, you get a couple of viewers, but you will never retain them on just that basis. So the scheduling part is actually you need to create 2 schedules, okay? For yourself. Maybe even 3. But after creating them, you got to learn to obey them. You got to learn to respect them. And you got to learn to do them. You need a streaming time, which you will allocate. My recommendation for just starting out, or even in the middle, even if you have already a couple of viewers, you're gonna see a lot of people talk about this anyways. If you look at other bigger or intermediate streamers, I would say 3 to 4 hours is way more than enough to have a decent show, a decent broadcast, and interact with your community. Other than that, you're gonna need to allocate at least 1 to 2 hours, at least another 1 to 2 hours to everything that revolves around getting eyes upon your channel from outside medias. So that's YouTube, that's Twitter, Discord. Discord's not... No, scratch that. Discord is not your main source of getting new eyes on you. Discord is a community management tool that you can utilize to help entertain and retain the people that have joined, to make them feel welcome and at home in your community, whilst not being live, right? That is the place where people hang out. Once they are part of your community, you can join the Discord. Even when we're not live, even when we have like a week off or whatever, you can still interact with your streamer. You can still interact with your community on Discord. So that's a whole different tool in itself. And it is required, and I'm still very much not befriended with Discord in any way, shape, or form. Still gotta learn a lot about Discord as well. It's not that hard per se. You can make it very easy and just forget about it. But you can actually do certain things to make it more personal and cool. But yeah, basically go on Reddit, go on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. The media that shares new content every time, that gets new eyes on your content, that people, when they see that and they see it again, they start familiarizing with you, and eventually they might end up also checking you out live. You can allocate different days. So for instance, you can stream 2 days, have a day off from streaming, and in that day allocate your streaming time to the other content I was saying, and then stream some more, and then again on your days off do all of that other content. Or, like I said, try to focus on doing everything with a specific scope. And in the last episode, we had the three things. We have the plan, we have the execution, and then we have the review. Right? We have the allocate. You plan out whatever it is that you want to do. In this episode, we're specifically talking about our scheduling. So, yeah, schedule out your entire week, your entire month. Just put it down on paper. Put everything down that you need to do, that you think that you have to do. Put down the chunks, the block chunks of time that is allocated for specific tasks. Be it 1 hour, 2 hour, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, whatever it is that you think, but stick to those. Take smaller tasks and really focus on them. Don't get like a big task and say, I'm gonna create a whole video about turnips and how they are bad in Valheim and actually good for making soup in reality, or some shit like that. You can do that, but don't expect it to do that sort of things in 10-20 minutes or an hour. Those are higher, bigger projects. You might need to allocate a couple of days for a project like that, for a video like that. The video might be a couple of minutes, but you still need to do the preparation for it. You need to get the props or whatever you're gonna need. You need to actually shoot it, then you need to edit it, and that takes time. That actually takes a lot of time. Now we're just talking about random shit anyways. I don't know how many people actually feel this way or have the same opinion. I'm just talking out of my ass sometimes. But I am telling you guys, I am spewing out my thoughts and my knowledge that I am acquiring outside, basically, outside of whatever we're doing here. I am just like you guys. I am watching a lot of videos. I am reading a lot of media, documenting everything, trying different things out. Also living a life, having stress and all that other bullshit that's going on in each and everyone's life. It's not easy. We are the gazillion little fish all dropped in a puddle, right? And we all want to be that That one little fish that gets pulled out and placed in an aquarium or whatever in a museum where everyone gets to watch that special fish. Twitch is a fish. It's a pimp. You guys think you got what it takes to schedule out a really good battle plan for success? The plan for success? I would say so. The first parts are easy. The coming through and sticking to it, that's the hard part. There are people that put in the dedication and work 100% more than you guys are. And they might still not make it as far. But they will eventually make it if they stick to it. And so will you. Everyone has to put in the work. You know, that blood, sweat, and tears. That is a saying that has stuck with me. And one of my favorite quotes, I don't really know quotes. I don't use quotes almost never. But there is one that I have heard and has stuck with me. And it goes like this. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Albert Einstein. Okay? That is such a good thing. The more difficult you see a thing is, the more opportunity there is once you actually start going through it. Doesn't matter how difficult it is. At the end of that line, when you cross that line, through all that hard work and everything, it's gonna pay out so much. But it's never gonna pay out if you just drop it and turn your back on it. It's never gonna do that. I actually got big plans. I got big plans and big hopes for this channel. For this studio, basically. I want to create the NibletK Studios. I want to have a group of friends. Basically, employees. But I'm not going to call them employees. I'm going to call them my group of friends. My team. That is how far I want to take this. I don't want to be successful for having the big house and money and whatever. No, I want to have a normal life, but I want to have fun during my life. I want to enjoy and love what I do. I want to bring that joy to other people as well. And just enjoy life to its fullest and do a lot of cool shit. Everyone says, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to play games and get paid for that. If it would be easy, I mean, already everybody's doing it. But it's not easy. And only the guys and girls, only the people that put in the work actually succeed in it. There might be people that have that little spark of success, but it's only short-lived. That can also be a thing. Relying on the lottery thing doing a meme or whatever it is, or doing something that's trendy, or waiting for someone to, I don't know, just push 1,000 eyes on you. Get that ultimate big host. You're gonna have it for what? A day? A week maybe? People are might come back. If you don't put in the work, they're gonna see that. You would say that people are stupid and they don't know, and once you have their attention, they're always gonna be with you. No. You gotta think, why are you invested in some of the things that you watch? Why are you going back there? We're constantly always going to search for certain things. Time is limited. We always want more things and fast. Things are not hooking us or keeping us hooked. We're just gonna move on. It doesn't matter how much devotion you had for that content creator. Chances are you're gonna move past it at a certain point if you find something else that's more interesting to you in that period of time. Just saying. You cannot please everyone. That's also a thing. And you cannot also not be pleased every time by everything. Because it doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. There's a lot of crap that goes on in this industry. And yes, a lot of creators are very young and they're big and they can do what they're doing and they have that special flair or whatever. They might have people behind them that help them out. They might have that je ne sais quoi that requires them to be entertaining. That is something that you cannot learn. That is something that people are born with. If you're amongst those people that have like an enormous talent, everyone is talented in at least one thing. Exploit your own talent. Bring that to other people. People can relate with other people with anything, as long as you make it real and entertaining and make it so that they know they can relate to it in whatever shape or form. I mean, I have a nice beard. I have a huge beard. I'm finally at that age and point where I could grow out my beard. I'm loving it. And I started finding other interesting things, and I can relate to other people with big beards and what it means to groom your beard and talk about beard oil and things like that. I know it's stupid. It might be stupid for a lot of people, but hey, it's me. It's my thing. And in the same way, it's other people's things, and I can relate with those people on that thing alone. Games? Now that's a weird one. You can relate with everyone. Everyone loves games. Everyone that wants to be a streamer wants to stream games. I mean, not everyone, but 90% of us want to do that. Is that interesting? We already had this discussion. It's not the same thing as back in the day when you would go to your friend's house and you would have maybe only one copy of a game and you would take turns and playing and figuring shit out. You want to bring that kind of mentality and feel to your stream, but it's very different and very hard. Because now your friend has the option: do I want to sit around with you in your game, or do I go to the other kid where he's also having a party and there are 100 other kids as well, and we can all have fun and we can have discussions and we can, you know, do other things as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to the party as well as the video game and the other friends over there than sit around with you. Which sucks when I put it that way, but that's the cold fact. It is just the streaming market, basically. It's a tough one. And on that note, I would like to say thanks for watching. Hope you guys made it through my short little brambling about nothing, and hopefully you found out something in nothing that I have said. I'm just kidding. Hopefully you found at least a little bit of inspiration, or at least something useful in the things that I have shared with you. These are my thoughts. This is my experience. This is the behind the streamer of NibletK, the streaming persona that I have, so to say. I have been doing this for almost 4 years now, I believe. I mean, I started 4 years ago with YouTube, I think. Streaming on Twitch has been about 3.5 years already. Since I have started out, fresh little noob, not knowing anything. I feel like we're still at the beginning, but still, yet, this is my journey. Hope you guys tag along. I'll see you guys next Friday with more updates and more things. Yeah, the more things we're gonna do, the better. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. For those of you that are already live, do not go anywhere. We will be continuing the Shadowrun Hong Kong playthrough right after the end of the show. And for you, those of you guys that are on the other platforms and are seeing this, feel free to drop by the live channel on Twitch. Give me a follow, check me out, ask me anything. Tell me I'm stupid or I am wrong if that is your desire. I don't mind, as long as we can spark up an interesting conversation, by all means. Anyways, enjoy games, enjoy life, stay safe and all that. Yeah, definitely start planning your future and take the steps. Do the work. Sweat it out. Blood, sweat and tears. Don't forget. See you guys next time. Bye bye.